There have been countless cases where juries have convicted the wrong person or sentenced someone for an act they didn't commit. The death penalty isn't any different. Like all aspects of life, we all make mistakes, and the justice system is no exception. It might not be as often, but it is human nature to have flaws and miss key details when it matters most. Witnesses, prosecutors, and jurors are also prone to making these same mistakes. Unfortunately, where the justice system enforces capital punishment, nobody can right such mistakes. In my opinion, justice is fairness and liberty is freedom. I have done extensive research on capital punishment policy, and 27 states utilize capital punishment today. People die every day for crimes they allegedly committed. I believe capital punishment should be repealed because it is an ineffective deterrent of crime. This can easily be seen by looking over the rules of current overtime law, problems with the law, solutions, practicality of those solutions, and what action can be done in respect to it. Let us take a look at the history. The Supreme Court's 1972 decision in Furman v. Georgia found deficiencies in the way the death penalty began, but not holding the death penalty unconstitutional. It is how the start of federal courts of reviewing capital punishment sentences was initiated. Rules to the capital punishment policy in determining who is eligible for the death penalty. We have treason as number 1, espionage, murder, large-scale drug trafficking, an attempt of murder of a witness, a juror, or court officer of certain cases. Now that we have looked at the rules of capital punishment, let us turn our attention to the problems. Problems with the capital punishment policy include my first problem with the death penalty is the large expense it is to execute just one person. My second problem is the amount of mistaken guilty cases involving the death penalty. And my third problem is the morality and the ethics behind taking someone's life. Let us look at a graph showing the cost that it has been for one executed person. We've got the cost going up in the 2000s to almost $2 million. The average cost for a murder case, almost $2 million. Now that we have looked at the problems of the capital punishment policy, let us turn our attention to the solutions. My first solution is the money and the resources that we spend on the death penalty and how it can be used towards programs to prevent crime such as education, mental illness, and better law enforcement on the streets. My second solution is using new science like DNA that can test and change these outcomes of older cases so that we are sure that the crimes that are being convicted, we have done all the testing. My third solution is using someone's life as an opportunity to show the world what committing a crime can do. Also shows that murder is sometimes okay. And I think that by reversing the death penalty, the law, you can show the world that murder is not okay in any aspect. Now that we looked at the solutions of the death penalty, let us take a look at the practicality. Using millions of dollars on the death penalty on programs that would help lessen crime would be difficult, but it is not impossible. Also, it still costs almost $1 million to keep an inmate just in prison for life, but you would still be saving money. 2, it would cost more money to retest past cases, it might cost more staff on top of money spent as they are awaiting death row. 3, bringing morals and ethics can cross a line into religion, and this can blur lines when it comes to death. Getting all states on board could be difficult. Now let's look at action. Action for the death penalty. There's a site, a Take Action site, that can be found by clicking this link below on Take Action Against Capital Punishment in your state. Now let us look at our conclusion. The death penalty is not about whether people deserve to die for the crimes they commit. The real question of capital punishment in this country is, do we still deserve to kill? By Bryan Stevenson. Check out his book. It's pretty good.